The Meizu MX5. Power without breaking the bank. What is going on, everybody? This is Jay from Maji and Jay. Today in this video, we're going to take our time to review the all-new Meizu MX5 that I purchased from the website gearbest.com for $329. I've been using it as my primary device for at least 2 weeks, and I have to say that the phone went above and beyond my expectations. Meizu is a company based in Shenzhen. They have come a long way with great quality, great specifications, and overall great performance, and that's exactly what we have here with the MX5. Now, before we jump into the review, I would like to show you around the device. The first thing we're going to find is a 5.5-inch display. It is a 10-point multi-touch screen with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. It is made by Sharp and it has beautiful viewing angles. The colors are very nice, even on the outdoors. I didn't have any problems viewing the display, so I'm very pleased with it. And also, we can notice here that from the sides, the bezels are very thin, making you feel like you have an edge-to-edge display. And also, when handling the phone, even though it is a 5.5-inch display, it's very rare that I can say that I can reach the entire screen with just my thumb, something that I do like from the one that I have right now, which is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. That's the reason I didn't change to the Nord 5 and nor the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. It's because of the screen. I like to text with one hand, and I really hate to hold a device with two hands, and the Meizu MX5 allows me to do that, but at the same time enjoy that big display. On the bottom, we're going to see a button that has different functions. This is going to be a menu key, a back key, and also a home key, and a fingerprint scanner, which is absolutely remarkable. On the top, we're going to find a 5-megapixel sensor camera. We also got the ear speaker, the proximity and light sensor. Now, getting a look on the left side of the phone, we're going to find here the metallic frame. And what I do like is that when you're grabbing your phone in this angle, it makes you feel like you have a very thin device. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's giving you just the illusion about it. But when you go a little bit further and you look at it from the side, you can see that this phone is a little bit thicker, but it's actually quite thin at the same time. It's really hard to explain. Meizu did a great job when it comes to design. The handling is great, and the back is made of aluminum as well. We also see here a SIM card tray. Now, this is going to be a dual SIM, dual standby device, but unfortunately we cannot upgrade the memory. That was a big downer. I really wish that they did what they did with the M2, where they added the SD card slot on here, and that would have made this device an absolute champion. But in this case, we don't have that ability, unfortunately. On the top, we got the 3.5mm headphone jack. We also have the secondary microphone. Then on the right side, we're going to find the volume rockers up and down together with the power key. On the bottom, we're going to see a very similar style to the iPhone. We have the loudspeaker, we have the charging port. This is also going to support OTG. And finally, we have the main microphone. Now, taking a look on the back of the phone is where we're going to find a 20.7 megapixel sensor camera able to record in 4K, which I was very impressed to see how well this camera is doing. Also, we see there the LED flash, and we have a sensor very similar to laser focus, and it's actually working quite well. The focus on this device was like no other before, at least from China. Then on the bottom there, we can see the logo says Meizu, designed by Meizu, made in China. Now, getting here a look on the front display, we can see that when it's off, it's matching perfectly well with the remaining of the bezel, something that I do like from any Chinese device. Now, here from the sides, even though the buttons are not separated, just as I prefer, they are protruded a little bit. So when you guys are looking for the buttons, it's actually very easy to identify. Now, keep in mind that I do not have a case, but I'm supposing that if you do have a case, the case will still be protruded here from the side. So it's going to make it very easy and comfortable to use. Now, pairing on the phone, we're going to be greeted here with the Android 5.0, and then underneath we're going to have the Flyme 4.5, which is a very good operating system once you get used to it. In this case, like I said at the beginning of the video, I've been using this phone as my primary one for about 2 weeks, and I got used to it, and I think it's absolutely amazing. The idea behind it is phenomenal. Now, looking at the operating system, this is going to be the exact same one that we saw on the M2. So for that reason, I'm not going to jump into a lot of details, but I just want to mention that this phone didn't come with the Play Store out of the box. For that, you had to go directly into the App Center, and then you had to download what is called Google Installer, and then Google Installer will put the Play Store for you on there. And I believe some other Google applications, so that way you can have your contacts synced and so on. So it's very cool and it's very easy. You don't have to do much. Now here we can see that the Play Store right now is working perfectly well. I don't have any complaints whatsoever, and I do love this operating system, guys. It's very clean, it's very, I would say, snappy, and it's easy to navigate through. Now I have to admit that this phone also gets confusing on certain aspects. First of all, we don't have a reset option on settings, something that a lot of people might get confused with. The only way that you can restore this device is by going directly into the recovery mode. We can see here that we don't have anything for backup and reset, unfortunately. But anyways, I have tested this device with many games, as you guys can notice right here, and it's performing quite well. I didn't notice any heating or any problems, even though this is an aluminum back. Now, I do have to say that with 16 gigabytes is not sufficient when it comes to the camera. Recording in 4K takes a lot of space, and not having expandable memory options is going to make it very hard. This Flyme 4.5 offers the option for the cloud, but I really don't trust it, and I would definitely not recommend it because we have seen that even Samsung devices have been hacked with their cloud, and even Apple as well. So yes, guys, I would never trust it. Just get the 32 gigabyte model and you will be a lot more satisfied and safer at the same time. And now we're going to jump into the settings menu so that we can check everything that we have on here. We can see that we had two different types of settings. We had the ones that are with icons, like we saw on the M2. We had the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, the audio, we had the brightness, the battery, in which the battery is at 3150 power milliamps, and it's been lasting me pretty much the entire day. We also do have effective power saving mode, and this is not like other Chinese devices that they claim that they have a power saving mode, but it doesn't make any difference. In this case, it is going to make a difference. And basically what it's going to do is going to bring your brightness to the lowest, and it's just going to give you the essentials to use, like phone calls and maybe the browser. And it's also going to decrease the performance on the processor, so that way it gives you the best lasting battery possible. So that's very cool. Also, we got here the fingerprint, and the fingerprint is also very easy to use, guys. Right now I do not have it, so let me go ahead and turn it on. I do have it saved on there, but I do not have it activated, and I'm going to show you exactly how well it's going to work in just a moment here. So let me go ahead and turn it off and turn it back on, and right now if I put my thumb, you can see how effective it is. It doesn't give me any errors whatsoever. I would say it has a little bit above 90% accuracy, as we can tell right here. It's super fast. I would say it's a little bit faster than my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. So let me actually do a quick comparison. So on the right I have my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, on the left I have my Meizu MX5. So let me go ahead and do the comparison. Actually, the S6 went to sleep first, so let me go ahead and wake them up, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. So there we can see that yes, the Meizu is a lot faster, like I mentioned before, guys. And I like when I have devices to compare, so that way you can see that everything I'm reviewing here is accurate. So let me try that one more time, and there we can see that again the Meizu was a little bit faster. So there we have it for the fingerprint. Also, we got here location services. So this is everything that we will see on Android. Like I said before, the only ones that we don't have is the reset options and also the memory options. I don't see it on here. Maybe I could be mistaken, but that was a little bit of a downer for me. And then here from About Device, we're going to find the software information. This is running on the Android 5.0.1, and it comes with the Flyme 4.5. And it does support OTA, so yes, it does have over-the-air updates, and that's very cool. Actually, getting here into information is when I noticed the storage information. It's actually right here. Look at that, so clever. So this is the total space that we have. It's 14.56 gigabytes, and that's after what the system occupies, which is almost 3 gigabytes. And then right now we have available about 5.1, and this is exactly what I was mentioning before, guys. The memory, it is not sufficient. The camera recording with 4K is going to take a lot of space. And talking about the camera, that's the next test we're going to do. Again, on the back we have a 20.7 megapixel sensor. I think it's absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Now in this case I only recorded in 1080p because my video is going to be downscaling the 4K. Now on a separate video, I might do a raw video recording in 4K and possibly comparing it with the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge and some other flagship devices that are about to be released. I might do a comparison of different 4K phones like the OnePlus 2, possibly the CTE Accent, the Meizu MX5, and then the iPhone 6s Plus, which I already ordered, and also the Galaxy S6, if I mentioned that already. So yes, I'm going to do a comparison of different devices so that way we can see who is the winner. But so far this camera is behaving well. So what we're going to do next is go to the park. We're going to test this baby and let me know what you guys think. What's going on, everybody? This is Jay, and now we are testing the Meizu MX5 20.7 megapixel sensor in 1080p. So you guys can notice that the camera has a very high quality, and this is not taking into consideration that this phone does record in 4K. Now on a separate video I might provide that sample. That's because this video has been downscaled to 1080p, so I don't think it's actually worth it to test it on 4K. Now the focus, you do have to tap several times on the screen in order to get it properly set up, but sometimes it still has a hard time doing it. Let me get closer here to this leaf, and you guys can notice that I am having a hard time, and there we got a perfect focus. So yes, you need to work on it a little bit, and the focus doesn't appear to be by itself. You need to constantly be tapping on the screen, something that I consider a little bit of an inconvenience, but for the price, $329, I think that the camera is quite decent. And now let's check out the front-facing camera. And now we are testing the 5 megapixel sensor camera of the Meizu MX5. And even though you are able to record in 1080p, I think that this camera lacks the colors. They are very dark, and even with the focus, which has autofocus, is still not grabbing those colors very well. Everything looks very dark. And I just tested the rear facing camera, and you guys saw that the colors look a lot different. So I am assuming that this is just another Chinese device when it comes to the front facing camera aspect. Overall, it's going to do great for photos, selfies, whatever you guys want to do with it. It's going to be a lot better. But recording, even though it is 1080p, I still don't like the quality. Let me know what you guys think. And there we saw the recording samples of the Meizu MX5, and as I mentioned, guys, the front-facing camera is definitely not recommended for recording. The quality wasn't so great, the colors are too dark, and it looks a little bit grainy in my opinion. Now here I'm going to open the UI. It's a very clean UI. On the top you have several options. Right now we have it on camera option. If you scroll to the side, we have it on menu mode. We have beauty mode, and we have many others out there. So let me see if I can actually scroll to the side. There we have beauty mode. We have panorama mode. We also have light field. You have scan. We even have slow motion and many others. So right now I have it in auto. It's just the basic one that I usually use. And then on the bottom also we're going to see here some other settings as we saw on the Meizu M2. So the camera UI is going to be exactly the same as what we have seen before, guys. Nothing new here. And now getting here to the settings, we're going to find everything that we got on here. On the top you have store location, which is every time you take a picture it's going to tell you where you took it at, which is a very nice feature that we have seen on every single smartphone. You have HDR, grid lines, level gauge, countdown, and then we have photo size. In my personal likes, I prefer medium because it's going to give me the full screen or the full display. If you go all the way to the max, it's going to downscale a little bit, so I didn't like that. So for that reason I kept it at medium. Then the recording, we know obviously that this video is at 1080p 60 frames per second, so I didn't see it useful to record in 4K, but yes, we do have the 4K option and it's a full screen. Again, guys, on a separate video I might complete a testing, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. Now with that being said about the camera, the GPS on this device also didn't have any issues whatsoever. It's actually very fast, and it locks the signal very fast as well. So let me go ahead and open it here from inside of the house so that way we can see it for ourselves. Right now it's locking 19 satellites and it's starting to lock a signal. Today is a very rainy day in Florida. As a matter of fact, it's been raining since 5 o'clock this morning. So here we can see that the accuracy is getting better and better as the time goes by. Right now we have it at about 10. And this is from inside of the house, so obviously when we are outside it gets even better. So I don't have any complaints when it comes to the GPS performance. This phone, like I said before, is a 10-point multi-touch screen, and here we have this application so that we can go ahead and check it out ourselves. So let me go ahead and put here at least 7 fingers, and there we can see that yes, it is a 10-point multi-touch screen. And now the next thing we're going to check here is the Antutu benchmark test that it gave it. It was a score of about 47,927, almost 48,000, which I think is it's about average for the MTK6795, which is the Helio X10. On the comparison with other flagship devices that I did, such as the OnePlus 2, I did my SX Edge and some other phones. Actually this one was the poorest, but don't be discouraged about that, guys. This phone performs very well. I didn't see any lags whatsoever, and the gaming is phenomenal. As I mentioned before, it comes with the MTK6795T, which is turbo, and there we can see the GPUs, the PowerVR G6200. The 1080p resolution screen, the 20.7 megapixel sensor. So everything is very accurate. The memory, the RAM, everything is not everything is accurate. It's not faked. So here we see all the sensors supported. and much more. So yes, everything is as advertised on the Meizu MX5. Also, this operating system has some hidden features such as the task killer. To go to the task killer, you know that on other Android devices we just press the menu key or the home key twice and it's going to prompt us to everything that we have open on the background. Well, that's not going to be the case on the Flyme 4.5. You had to swipe from the bottom to the top, and here we're going to find it. Now it's going to be very similar to iOS. All you have to do is just swipe up. You're going to see the applications on the bottom, and then you swipe up and everything's going to be killed. Very convenient and very easy to do, but a lot of people might get confused at the same time. Also, we have here CPU-C, so that way we can double verify all the specifications of this phone, including the RAM and all that good stuff that we like to see. We have those advertisings that I truly hate. So here we see the device's information, including the display, once again the RAM, what we have available and such. There we have system, and there we have the battery. The battery is really good, guys. Like I said before, it's a 3150 power million battery, so you should definitely go through the whole day without any issues whatsoever. The next thing we're going to do here is go ahead and test the Bluetooth. For that, I have my humongous Beats Pill XL that I truly love by now. This speaker is only about $100 and the quality is pretty good. I think right now it's in Perry mode, I believe. So actually, yes, it is in Perry mode. So let's go here directly into settings, and then let's see how fast it's going to connect. So here we are, settings. Let's go into the Bluetooth options. Let's turn it on. And right now it's currently reading the device. We have it, guys, the Beats Pill XL. So let's connect to it. It should take just a few moments before it does it. Let me go ahead and flip it around.
The device is connected successfully.
Beautiful Chinese voice. Okay, so let's go back. And I think I went too far. Let's go here into sounds. Let's go into phone ringtones. Let's see here. Let's go to ringtones. Actually, it's not this right here. And here we have it. Let's go ahead and test them. There is a little bit of a delay. This is the Bluetooth 4.0. Alright, so there we saw the Bluetooth. Now let me go ahead and disconnect from the Bluetooth and then turn off my speaker here.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
There we go. And what we're going to do next is go ahead and test the actual loudspeaker on the bottom. The loudspeaker is very good, guys. It's super loud. Let me go ahead and show you here briefly. Very nice and clear. Also, it has a little bit of bass to it. When you're grabbing the phone, you can feel that vibration. Let me go ahead and further test it here with YouTube, which I have already downloaded. And this came directly from the Play Store. And I'm going to be placing one of my own videos. So here we have the latest one, which is about the Takey one.
Alright, be good. Can't be good.
Don't get caught. Love you guys. Love you too.
Takey one, the first holographic phone. Let's check it out. We can play in 60p. The first holographic phone. Let's check it out. As you guys can notice, the connection is very fast. We don't have any delays whatsoever. And now with that testing, we can definitely come to a conclusion that the loudspeaker is pretty good on the Meizu MX5. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. Now the next testing we're going to do here is with some games and some applications, so that way you guys can become familiarized with this device. So let's go ahead and get started, and I hope you guys enjoy it. already saw the performance of the Meizu MX5 when it comes to gaming, and also the demonstration of some applications that I forgot to go through. Another one that I forgot to go through is security. This one comes by default, and this is going to give you pretty much all the junk applications that your system is running. So if I click on here, it's going to tell me everything that is consuming RAM and stuff like that. So all I have to do to kill it is just click on clean. Now this is by default going to come with the operating system, so I'm not sure how accurate it is, but so far it seems to be quite good. Once you click done, then your device should be a little bit faster and everything in the background should be killed, which is great. Another thing is that with this MTK6795T, it doesn't appear to be getting very hot. Like I said before, guys, we are getting here an aluminum frame, and right now it's about 94 degrees, so yes, it's quite cool. I would say it's a little warm, but not something that is going to be noticeable, especially if you have a case on here. So yes, overall I have to say that this phone performs quite great, guys. This is a great investment. This is definitely one of those Chinese devices that I would say that yes, it is worth it if you're looking for high quality. If you're looking for something affordable, then something maybe like the Take One or something like the Cisbo that I have back here, the Longbow, then that's for you. But if you're looking to spend anywhere between 250 to 350, then I would recommend phones like the Meizu MX5 and even the OnePlus 2. These are phones that are definitely worth it in the market. Now, another thing we're going to do here is go ahead and complete a phone call test, so that way we can check out the quality and also the speed of it. So here we have dial 611.
Wireless. Let's get started. Oprime el 2 para español. Just FYI, your current plan is basic, which expires September 23rd. Your account currently has a zero balance. I see you have autopay set up.
And there we have the ear speaker quality. The ear speaker is super nice. And also, a lot of people, when I was talking to them, said that it sounded clearer than my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. I made a comparison. First, I called some of my family members, and I said, okay, I'm calling you from the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, and then I said, I'm calling you from a different device. They said, wow, it's a big difference. It sounds a lot clearer and louder as well. So yes, the microphone quality on this device, without any doubts, is going to be of high quality. So yes, I believe this is a complete phone, like I said before. And now the last test we're going to complete is about the browser. Now before we get into the browser, you guys can notice that I am connected here to the Wi-Fi, so I don't think this is a fair comparison. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and disconnect from the Wi-Fi, and right now I only left the 3G, also known as H+. Let's go here directly into the browser and let's see what I can do here for you guys. Let's go into ebay.com. and then select go. We're going to see how fast it is on the 3G connectivity here in the USA. I think it's fast enough, guys, if you ask me. It is not slow whatsoever. So let me go here to another website, which is youtube.com, and the keyboard is also very easy to type on. But now it does come in multiple languages, so sometimes you accidentally hit the wrong button. I'm going to show you exactly which one it is. If you click on here, right now it's in English, but if you click it once, now it's in Chinese. So it gets confusing after a while. So if you guys want, you can just download another keyboard from the Play Store if you wish to do so, or if it bothers you too much. Now let's go here into GearBest. That way we can see how fast it is. I believe I have opened GearBest before. And here it is, guys. Let me go ahead and search for this device, which is the Meizu. Let me see if they have it here. I think I saw it there. Here it is, Meizu MX5. And here we have the device. These are some of the accessories that they have for it. And here are the phones. Right now, the 32GB model just went down to $369, which is definitely a great deal. And also I see there the international edition for 4G. So maybe they do have the one for the USA already. Wow, this is good, guys. This is the one that I own, the 329 model. And it is 4G LTE with, it comes with 16 gigabytes, as I mentioned earlier. So yes, that's very good. And now, guys, with that being said, I think we have completed the review of the Meizu MX5. And I'm going to give you my personal opinion. If you guys are looking for great design, a great looking device with a very good camera and also great build quality, I would definitely recommend the Meizu MX5 because it doesn't have a price point where it's going to break the bank. Now, if you're here in the USA, I would just get educated a little bit more and see if you can find the international model and check the bands for 4G LTE, because if you do get 4G LTE, then it's definitely worth it. It's one of the best devices out there, hands down. And like I said, guys, you're getting quality, you're getting warranty support, and also you're getting software updates. So that's something that a lot of you guys are looking forward to. You get tremendous battery, and for the most part, I think that the price, considering everything that we get on the Meizu MX5, is considerable. It's not the cheapest out there. Like I said before, if you're looking for a cheaper phone than this, then we have other alternatives, but you're not going to get exactly the same quality that we get from the Meizu MX5. With that being said, let me know if you have any questions. Please comment below. Also, the link has been provided in the description. Like the video, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one.